Today we're going to talk about finding oblique or slant asymptotes. So what is a slant or oblique asymptote? A slant or oblique asymptote occurs when the polynomial in the numerator, so the numerator degree is greater than the degree of the polynomial in the denominator, so the denominator's degree. And to find the slant asymptote, you must divide the numerator by the denominator using either long division or synthetic division. So example 1 is f of x equals x squared minus 6x plus 7 over x minus 5. Since the polynomial in the numerator is a higher degree than the denominator, we know we have a slant asymptote. To find it, we must divide the numerator by the denominator. We can use synthetic division to do that. So first let's start off with, we have x squared minus 6x plus 7, and we're going to divide that by x minus 5. So this first step of synthetic division is to write out the dividend in descending powers, which is already done, and then copy the coefficients, which is 1, -6, and 7. Step 2 is to insert the usual division symbol right here, and then write the divisor next to the division symbol, which our divisor is going to be 5 because we have x minus 5. Step 3 is to bring down the 1 2 rows. We're going to have 1. And step 4 is multiply the latest term by our divisor, so we're going to multiply 1 by 5, and that's going to give us 5. And then step 5 is to add the two terms. -6 plus 5 is -1. Step 6 is to repeat the step 4 and step 5, so we're going to multiply -1 times 5, that's going to give us -5, and then add 7 and -5, and that's going to give us 2. And so step 7, we know that the remainder is 2, and the quotient is, so we're going to have x, 1x minus 1. And so we only need the terms that will make up the equation of the line. So the slant asymptote is y equals x minus 1. We do not need the remainder. Example 2, f of x equals 5x cubed minus 8 over x squared plus 3x minus 1. Since the polynomial in the numerator is a higher degree than the denominator, we know we have a slant asymptote. To find it, we must divide the numerator by the denominator. We can use long division to do that. So I'm going to write our divisor, which is x squared plus 3x minus 1, outside the division symbol, and inside we're going to put 5x cubed minus plus 0x squared plus 0x minus 8. Don't forget, if you have missing powers, to put zeros. Okay, so what can we multiply by x squared to get 5x cubed? Well, we can multiply 5x, so we're going to get 5x cubed plus 15x squared plus 5. And all I did was multiply 5x by our divisor of x squared plus 3x minus 1. And we're going to subtract that from our first line. So we're going to get 0, and we're going to get -15x squared minus 5x. And so now what can we multiply by x squared to get -15x squared? We're going to get -15. And then I'm going to multiply that out, so I'm going to get -15x squared. And you can keep going, but we do not need to finish the long division problem to find the remainder. We only need the terms that will make up the equation of the line. We do not need the remainder. And the terms that will make up the equation of the line are 5x minus 15. So our slant asymptote is going to be y equals 5x minus 15. And I've done an example both by synthetic division and long division.